China Globbers. Chapter 10. The Chronicle of Falling Stars. In every age, there is a lie that becomes truth by repetition. But even the stars must fall. To reveal what they've his the sky begins to break. It started as a whisper, a faint shimmering above the ruins of Eridan's spine, where the sky always seemed too still. But on the 7th night of the fire month, a streak of white fire tore through the heavens and shattered the silence. Like, share, and subscribe for the next chapter in the China Globbers saga. This is no longer just a story. 1 star. Then 5. Then a rain of burning fragments falling across the sea like teardrops from the gods. The people of the outpost of woven light called it the sky rending. But Edgar Lainwright knew better. They are not stars, he said, watching the sky bleed. They are messages, warnings, and keys. The map beneath the skin. Meanwhile, Mei Ling, bruised and shadow-marked, awakens in the ruins of the silent atelier, a city built entirely of lost languages. There, a monk architect named Rogier, blind but fluent in memory, reveals the truth behind the fall. A celestial archive, buried beneath the sea of broken stars, contains the final coordinates of the eternal datum, the origin point of history itself. And the map? It's not written on parchment or stone. It's written in scar tissue. Carved across the bodies of the last surviving chronobearers, the bloodline Mei Ling unknowingly belongs to. Kala's reckoning. Far across the salt-wind cliffs of Arvenheim, Kalawan stands before the mirror pool of the broken orbit, where time pools like water. She sees flashes of every version of herself. In some, she is a queen, in others, a ghost. She must choose one path. But before she can decide, a figure steps out of the pool, an exact replica of her, dressed in the seal of the hollow court. "You're not the stitcher," the twin says. "You're the scissor." And with that, Kala realizes, her destiny may not be to repair time, but to cut it free. The Hollow King's last command. The Hollow King, growing weaker as the stars fall, sends his last emissary, Ashmouth, the smoke-voiced crowman who can only speak lies. Ashmouth brings news of an ancient vault beneath the Cradle of Embers. A vault containing the first name, the original ink, and the one relic that could undo the Scarlet Manifest entirely. But it's locked with a curse. Only the one who forgets themselves may enter. Edgar knows this is a trap. But Mei Ling knows. She's the key. The stars speak again. One of the falling stars crashes into the Bay of Whales and doesn't sink. Instead, it opens. A seed of metal and memory. Inside is a scroll too ancient to touch, and a voice that whispers. The chronoscript is incomplete. The author still lives. Could it mean the first scribe? The one who never signed the Scarlet Manifest? The one who chose silence over power? The journey ahead. Kala must face herself and decide the fate of time. Mei Ling must dive into the vault of forgetting. Edgar must choose between writing history or finally living it. And above them all, the stars fall faster now. As if the sky itself is coming undone. China Globbers. Chapter 11. The Whispering Vault. There are doors meant to be locked forever. But some truths knock back. Like, share, and subscribe for the next chapter in the China Globbers saga. This is no longer just a story. A vault of silence. Deep beneath the Cradle of Embers, where the ash never cools and the walls echo with the breath of ancient gods, lies the Whispering Vault. It has no hinges, no handle, no seam. Only a single phrase burned into the black stone. To forget is to be remembered. Mei Ling stands before it, her breath visible in the heatless dark, the map of scarred knowledge pulsing beneath her skin. The others remain behind. None can follow. This is a path only one can walk. A path inward. As she lays her hand on the vault, her memories begin to unspool. Her exile, her betrayal, the burning of the hollow circle. All of it, piece by piece, erased with each step forward. The vault opens. Inside the void library. There is no air inside. No light. Only sound, whispers in languages that do not exist anymore. She walks among shelves made not of wood, but of living bone. Each book is a fragment of time, stitched together by the first scribe's forgotten ink. And at the center is a chair. In it sits a woman made of paper and fire, her mouth stitched shut, her hands folded across a single sealed scroll. This is Archivist No. 1, the last remnant of the eternal datum. With a glance, she transfers her burden to Mei Ling, Not in words, but in feeling. In pain. And with it, Mei Ling finally understands. The Scarlet Manifest was not a curse. It was a containment of something far more dangerous than greed or ambition. Something that once escaped, and is beginning to stir again. Elsewhere in the now broken world, Edgar Lainwright, still reeling from the visions of the stars, leads a dwindling crew through the sea of rewritten truths. The map is gone. The stars are falling. The compasses spin in wild silence. And yet, the ship moves forward. Because Edgar now hears the whispers too. Not from a vault, but from the ink within his own veins. Ink once stolen from the first scribe. Ink that now lives inside him. You are not just the author, it whispers. You are the page. Kala Wen's Trial of Threads. In the threads of the hollow loom, Kala Wen faces her twin. A future version of herself who ruled the Scarlet Empire with fire and silence. The mirror battle is not fought with swords, but with choices. Each thread Kala touches cuts away a possible future. A city saved, a child lost. A war won, a people forgotten. A life sacrificed, a voice heard. She must choose. Keep the world whole, or make it honest. And when she reaches for the final thread, she speaks. Let the Hollow King rise if he must. I will not be ruled by fear. And the loom shatters. The Hollow King awakens. Beneath the iron sky, in the root chambers of the Cathedral of Unfinished Names, something stirs. A throne begins to reassemble itself from the bones of empires. And upon it, piece by piece, the Hollow King returns. Not as a man, but as an idea made flesh. The idea that only the strongest truth should survive. He does not speak. His voice now lives in the mouths of others. Kings, soldiers, scribes, even common people. Each unknowingly echoing the manifest's most dangerous command. Erase to control. Rewrite the rule. The gathering of the scattered. Now the last fragments of the China Globbers are being pulled toward a convergence. The vault, the loom, the sea, the cathedral. Thread spinning toward one singular, dangerous nexus. The reclaiming. A rewriting of history on a global scale. A new manifest. One not made by scribes or kings, but by those who once swore never to write again.